Hey, hi guys, it's Jessica Riverson. Wanted to pop in here and share something with you, give a few August updates and announcements. You guys see me? Wanted to show you where I am right now. I'm at the most beautiful, cutest coffee shop, so I'm just going to show you guys what it actually looks like. So these are the cute little chairs that I'm sitting at. Got Wi-Fi on over here. You can see the boats. You guys seeing everything? See the boats? Super cute. So I wanted to pop in here. I know it's a Friday. There's not too many of you live right now with me, but if you're here, let me know. And I think I might even just kind of sit like this so you guys can see that water in the background. See if I can get comfortable. All right, so today I wanted to talk to you about something that I'm seeing a lot, not only in my own process of growth, but with a lot of coaches in our community and in our academy and in our mastermind. And this is all about opening up your channel to receive. So let me just share with you what I've been noticing and what I've been seeing. And then I'd like to share with you through that process a little bit about how we've addressed this challenge through our mastermind. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then I'll make a couple announcements for August as well. Okay, so just looking at I actually made a list so I can be very on topic here. Okay, so these are some of the first thing that I'm seeing is visibility blocks, right? So a lot of coaches, a lot of people are talking about visibility. Let's go to a deeper level with it. When you decide to become a coach or anyone that sells your services online and you're doing something that's in alignment with like your purpose and your passion, or maybe you're using your intuitive gifts, it's very intimate and very personal to be able to verbalize and vocalize what it is that you're offering, right? It's very intimate to charge people to work with you or have time with you or be coached by you. It's so different than selling any other service. I remember when I started my coaching business, I already had a successful franchise, and it's pretty easy to sell tutoring. It's a tutoring franchise. So your kid has an F, they need a tutor, so they call the tutoring company. But then when I was I was able to sell like hundreds of thousands of dollars of tutoring in a year, right? And when I got into coaching as a business and started charging, I suddenly was like very nervous, like didn't want to say what I charged, didn't want to, really put it out there. So a really big thing that came up recently for a student is, she wanted to let her existing business people know, like her existing audience know, that she has this new niche and it's a coaching program. And her biggest fear was that someone was going to judge her, And sure enough, what we resist persists. And there was someone, made a nasty comment. And we really started working on what is this fear around being judged by others, right? Like maybe when you grew up, it wasn't okay to express your passion, or you weren't really praised for having new ideas or being really excited about something, right? Maybe that was squashed and you weren't supposed to get too big for your britches or speak up too much or come up with a bunch of harebrained ideas, or however it was discouraged or maybe encouraged. But however that programming you received was delivered, it's affecting you today, right? When you want to share something with the world that's so meaningful to you, right? Like when you're really passionate about empowering women, or you're really passionate about helping people get their health back, or whatever may be your passion, helping people find their purpose. It's very intimate. It feels like the whole world is like seeing your email or your webinar or like your Facebook posts. And I remember like when I first put my first post out there, I felt like everyone was seeing it. Or like if I bought a new domain, oh my God, everyone in the world knows I have this new domain. And like I hadn't even like put it out there yet. But that's kind of how it feels. And so that's something we all need to work through. Even if you're already successful in your coaching business, every time I go to offer something new, I have to cut through like another layer of like fear of judgment and stuff like that. So that's one thing, the fear of judgment as it relates to visibility. This is another really, really big one, is not allowing support. So this has also been coming up a lot for people in the community, is this idea that you have to keep working harder, and you have to be doing more things. That's the masculine, right? And it's not that we don't do things or that we shouldn't do things, but if you're constantly in a big push, if you're constantly like, make it happen, like I'm a make it happen kind of girl, but like, you know, if you're just constantly in the push and you're never allowing that new idea to be birthed or that new program to be birthed or your next level for yourself personally and professionally, if you're not allowing that to be birthed, then it's like you're fighting and you're resisting. So that's a really, really big one. What else? Being the slave girl, it's kind of the same thing, having to do it all by yourself, do it all by yourself, right? Always having to work harder, feeling like if there's any extra moments in the day, you should be doing something else. So it's like, if you're doing, like you probably feel guilty that you're not being with your family enough. And then if you're with your family more, then you're like, oh, I should be doing more with my work. We have to just cut that out. Like that is one of the biggest soul crushers, right? What else? Yeah, something else that's been coming up a lot is like when you're, let's say you have a group program or a retreat or a mastermind or whatever, and you wanted to enroll a certain number of people by a certain date and you didn't do that. And you maybe like made half your goal or whatever, or you didn't make any of your goal. And we tend to just close off, and we tend to decide that, okay, like we get into scarcity mode, like, you know, there's no clients, no one can afford this, it's too expensive, all that stuff. And then we look to do, I should sell something lower end and then try to get like 20 people to buy something that's only like $197. Like this is what we do. So all of this stuff that I've been seeing, that I've been working on within myself to get onto the other side of, not saying I'm perfect, but it's been a process. I'd say I've been aware of this. I've been probably most aware of the work with divine feminine, divine masculine, and even just this idea of being open to receive probably over the last 2 years, like most intensively, but have been exposed to these ideas for a few years. But really doing the work. Some of you guys know I got certified as a priestess, and then I've been working with Paula Lacobera as well. So anyway, this is how we have addressed all of this stuff, right? This feeling like you have to work harder just to reach your goals, feeling like you can't like shout it from the rooftops what you do and how you serve and why you're so passionate, feeling like you can't charge enough, feeling like you'll never get there, and there's a lot of scarcity because you didn't reach your goal or something like that. What we did in our mastermind intensive, which I promised to share with you guys a little bit about it, so it was 2 weeks ago now, what we did with, just give you a view of the water again, what we did with our mastermind members is Kwaku and I really thought about this, and Sherry, our mindset coach, we all sat down, had a meeting, and we realized that what our mastermind members needed was not more business training. I mean, obviously skill building and strategy, that's what I'm all about. But we knew that we didn't need them to fly in so that they could just leave with like a big book of more stuff to do and more strategies and more complicated things. We knew that what they needed was to really open up their channel to receive, to allow themselves to step into the next version of themselves. So when they entered the room for the mastermind, the first thing I told them was, when you walk in this room this weekend, you will not leave the same person. And none of them did. I mean, we'll be sharing some testimonials soon, but none of them left the same. And so we started the first day with the Tree of Life meditation, which Sherry did, opening up not the chakras, but the sephiros, and she explains it better than I can. But it was a beautiful meditation, just getting all these channels open. And then then we had some training during the day. We went to, we decided to go out to dinner. We had a reservation. But one of the things I think is important to share here in regards to retreats and things like that is, I'll just be honest, I was really nervous, you know. It wasn't the first time I ever led a retreat or for multiple days or in a hotel. Like, I had done it before. I'd done some similar things like that before. But, you know, it's like I wanted everything to be perfect, and I, you know, wanted everyone to just have the best time. It just, all the details, like, it really, really mattered to me. And I was very kind of like, you know, you can ask my husband, I was tense, you know. But then I kind of relaxed. I really got grounded. And from the moment we started the mastermind event, it just flowed. It just really, really flowed. And I'm so grateful that I removed like 90% of what I wanted to teach. There's just no way. It would never have even happened. And that's a key takeaway for you guys. And this goes to the less is more. This goes to the, you know, be in the being instead of constantly in the doing. And I wanted this retreat to be about that. This is called the Mastermind Expansion Mastermind. So it's all about expansion. Always. Expansion always, in all ways. And so as we went through some of the business training that we did have, I'm so glad that I didn't try to do more business training on that first day. So we went out to dinner. We had a reservation. We had an outdoor table, and it was very beautiful, much like it is here, where we weren't by the water, but we could see all of Seattle, all of Bellevue. Washington is just beautiful. So then there was these bagpipes playing. You know, there's this guy in the whole like costume, and he was going up and down with the bagpipes, and we were with these rolling hills behind us. And there's some pictures and videos that some of you might have seen either on my personal profile, or I'll share some in the group. But that was magical. Like, I didn't even have to hire that guy. You know, he was just out there, and it was just amazing. It was just magical. And then the sunset, you know, it was just great. So the next day, this is what I really, really want to share. The next day I brought in Katrina Elkins, and hopefully I'm not, sorry if I'm saying her last name wrong, Katrina. We brought her in. She does the Breath of Love workshop, and that was really, really important for me to bring her in. And I just want to give you like the key takeaway from that, which is, so she took us through the Breath of Love exercise. It takes a couple hours, and what everyone received from that was to feel abundance and wealth in your body, in their bodies, right? So it's the ability for you to feel that spaciousness, that abundance, prosperity in your body, and that you can access it at any time. And the ladies cried, and there was breakthroughs, and it was just incredible. And I was telling Katrina today that, like, for many days after that, I kept feeling that spaciousness and that abundance. And even though there was things going on for me that normally cause me to tense up, I mean, nothing's all roses for me all day, every day, I can tell you that. Running 2 businesses and, you know, married with kids and everything like that. So, despite all of my external circumstances, I was really able to continue to access that feeling of wealth and abundance and prosperity and spaciousness in my body. And it was really funny because I almost felt like, I think I'm supposed to be doing a lot of things right now. And I was kind of like, I don't have anything to do. And granted, I did have a lot of things to do, and I have a to-do list, and, you know, I've got this like calendar here. But in my body, that's how I was feeling. And so it was just such a beautiful exercise for our expansion mastermind members to really get it in their bones and in their body and like in their energy field, that you can access this feeling anytime you want. And I know this sounds kind of out there, and it's like, but I need business skills. You do that. I'm not going to lie. But what I'm finding is for us, pairing together the business skills with this work that we're doing is making like a huge difference. Women are waking up, men are waking up. My husband is, you know, reading books and doing things and exploring aspects of masculine and feminine, and and wanting to work with that more in our business, just like me. Like, we're both coming to the same conclusion, like, oh my gosh, all this feminine energy, masculine energy stuff, like, this is what it's about. This whole opening your channel to receive and allowing, like, he and I are both coming to the same conclusions at the same time, which is pretty special. And it's also bringing up a ton of stuff too, right? But that's the beauty of it. Like, it's like you bring it up and you can start to clear this stuff. So a perfect example of that, or it kind of reminds me of this, is working with someone recently who was really not really fearful of being visible, really fearful of, actually, that was one piece of it, and I think I shared that earlier, but this other piece of, and I've had this conversation with multiple clients and students, is sometimes I get on the phone with them and I'm like, why are you not allowing yourself to receive? Why are you not allowing yourself to be coached? Why are you not allowing yourself to receive all of the support that's being given to you? Like, in our academy, we have Q&A, we have multiple calls. Like, I'm like on call practically. I mean, all of the team members are pretty very available, my husband especially. So, but I've had to ask a lot of women this question. I've had to ask myself this question, like, are you willing to allow yourself to receive support? Like, can you imagine investing in a program that's thousands of dollars and then not fully allowing yourself to receive the support? I've done it. I've been in a 15K program. I've been in a 60K program, and I wasn't asking a question, and I didn't send an email. I didn't do anything. I might have showed up and showed my face, but I didn't receive. I didn't allow myself. So I asked that question, and every time I do this, it's like the tears come, and I was able to do some energy work and move the energy through a little bit. And a lot of what I'm seeing is that it's the throat chakra, where it's like, it's almost like we can't speak. We can't really say our truth. We can't really say what we mean. We can't really ask for help. We want to ask questions. We want the help, but then we should figure it out ourselves. We should know it ourselves. We're supposed to be strong women. I'm 4th generation single mom. So that's why I've had such a challenge with receiving and, being in a 60K program and then not even like allowing anyone to coach me or help me or anything like that. So I hope the sound isn't terrible, because I realized my finger was covering the sound again. So I would love to know your comments below, like if this is something you've been experiencing or if you can relate, let me know. As far as announcements for August, we are offering 2 spots in our mastermind, and to kind of kick that off, did I lose my notes? I put them away. Okay. To kick that off, we are running a 4-part training series. Kwaku and I will be doing webinars every single Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific for the next 4 Thursdays. It's the expansion series, how to step into your feminine CEO so that you can grow and scale your business using group programs and masterminds. So we have 4 different trainings beneath that head title that I just gave you of the training. I thought I had it in front of me and I was going to read it to you, but I ended up having to go live on my phone, so that's why. I will definitely be posting that. We'll have the link available on Thursday. If you want to get into that 4-part series, just comment below and put 4-part series. I'll make sure we tag you with the registration link. So we're going to be doing a 4-part series. One will be kind of an overview of how we've taken the business from 6 figures to multiple 6-figure business, how we're setting ourselves up for $1 million business, our plan for next year, for 2018. We will share with you the formula, like what I've had to do stepping into the feminine CEO, what Kwaku's role has been as a man and as a business partner, because this is my business that I started and he came into it. Then the other 3 training, or the other 3 trainings, there's one on the energy of selling, and that's with me and Kwaku. And then there's going to be another one on PR. Christy doesn't know it yet, but Christy Dosh is our PR coach, and so I'm going to bring her on to help you guys understand how to use PR to fill your sales funnels. And then the last one is going to be on sales funnels. So we'll bring on our sales funnel strategist, Heather Remek, who's also in our mastermind, who also doesn't know that she's doing this yet. And she'll be coming on with me. And we're going to teach you the sales funnels you need to have in your business for the stage of business that you're in and for the results that you want. Because there's a lot of confusing information out there. And we want to just make it clear and simple. And we're also going to show you which funnels that we use and we prefer and why. So you just really understand and you're educated and you're not like, there's so many shiny objects out there in different programs and people marketing to coaches. And I'm not saying they're bad. I mean, some of them are bad and some of them are good. But more than anything, it's doing things out of order is the problem. Okay. So that's what we're going to be talking about, the type of sales funnels you need. What else? I'm also going to be, I've got a couple things to share with you this month. One is if you're looking to get corporate contracts so that you can turn your signature program into a corporate training contract, I have a guest expert, Tracy Kay, I'm going to bring on this month. And then we have another guest expert, Ebony Truss. If you have been wanting to use speaking as a way to get clients, she's your gal. I'm going to have her come on and share with you guys how she's done it. I can attest to that. My first six-figure year, I'm $58,400 of that 6 figures in sales came from free and local speaking in the Seattle area. So I want to bring Ebony on because she is the master at teaching you how to get your talk out there and get clients using your talk. She is the creator of the Speakers Academy and the Speakers Mastermind. So definitely plan on bringing those two ladies on board, and possibly if we can get Katrina, who has been supporting our mastermind people through the Breath of Love workshop, if we can get her on at some point this month. I really just want to share behind the scenes, you guys, of just what we've been doing, like all the personal growth like I've been doing, my husband's been doing, our team members have, like the breakthroughs they've been having, or not team members per se, but academy members and mastermind members, some of the breakthroughs they've been having, and just have you guys awaken with us, have you awaken to, as Allison Kay says, the new energy paradigm. She's an expert on that. But yeah, I mean, it's just this new awareness, stepping into your next level, right? So more to come, but it feels like an awakening. It feels like an opening. It feels like there's a learning around what is abundance and prosperity and wealth, and how do you feel it as you're creating it, right? Instead of feeling the scarcity and the doubt and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, you guys, thank you for being here. I think most of you are going to end up on this as a replay, but please do comment. I really want to know what you think. Got a lot of good stuff coming your way, and I just want to know if it's resonating with you. So say goodbye to this beautiful water and this like super cute little coffee shop. I've got to go because my daughter is going to go, where is mommy? So I'm almost to the cabin, and I just stopped here because it's like 15 minutes away and I needed to go live for you guys and connect. All right, guys, thank you for being here and watching this, and I look forward to your comments. Bye.